When I was young, I used to fantasize about walking down the street and having everyone recognize me.
Hey, MacGyver!
Or driving down the street and having total strangers call my name. I even dreamed that I could walk up to total strangers with a microphone in my hand and they would automatically know my name.
You look like MacGyver. You look like MacGyver.
You look like MacGyver.
You look like
Big time.
MacGyver.
You look like MacGyver. Has anyone ever told you that?
Who are you? Wait. Do not utter a word. Your name is macguyver.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I really think he does look like MacGyver.
Trust me, I know about this stuff.
You know, I used to live a normal life. I'd walk into a store, a shopping mall, a restaurant, and no one would even look twice. I was what you'd call wonderfully average. In fact, no one would take any notice of me at all. But then about 6-7 years ago, I turned on the TV and there he was. This tall, ugly guy with blonde hair. To tell you the truth, I didn't think anything of it until people started coming up to me out of nowhere saying,
"Excuse me, are you the guy on television?"
Hey, ¿qué pasa, MacGyver?
Hey, MacGyver, how's it going?
They'd ask me if I was this, what's his name?
Bond. James Bond.
And I said, yeah, right. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Okay, I'll admit it. There is a slight, read my lips, slight resemblance.
I don't think so.
I know it's a stretch, but people actually came up to me and asked me to do these strange things.
MacGyver, my dog is locked in the car. Can you burn the lock off?
I'll cut through that door like a hot knife through butter.
There's a guard trapped in an armored car. MacGyver must save his life before the oxygen runs out. All he needs is a bicycle. MacGyver takes apart a magnesium bicycle, files the metal into a powder, scrapes rust from an old paint can, fills a pipe with the mixed powder, uses a highway flare for ignition, and poof, he makes a torch that melts the lock right off that door. MacGyver.
The whole thing was a real pain in the butt. I don't mind telling you. But then something happened that really piqued my interest in the whole thing.
Guyver, I'd do just about anything to get your autograph.
I'm not interested. I am...
Let's look at this thing logically.
Good luck.
In the first place, we don't look anything alike. Second, there's absolutely no physical similarity between us.
You got that straight.
For instance, I'm a little over 6 feet tall.
His name is MacGyver. Well, he's kind of tall, a little over 6 feet. He's got brown hair, long and back.
No, it's not a mistake.
In addition, I weigh 175 pounds.
How much do you weigh?
175?
See what I mean?
Oh, you're good. You're very good. You've done your homework.
And lastly, there's the hair color difference. As you can see, I'm a sandy blonde. Does MacGyver have blonde hair?
You could say that.
Ah, But I know for a fact that Richard Dean Anderson is not a natural blonde. Unlike myself, oops, wrong picture. Ah, that's better. I told you so.
No, you haven't told me anything.
Let's take a totally different tact here. You know, I like to work on things. In fact, I am an ace mechanic. All right, try it now. Turn it off, damn it.
Well, it's a shame to see a nice piece of machinery like that just ruin itself.
So does this MacGyver know how to fix things?
Got a ballpoint pen? All right, try it again. Yeah.
Hey, nice going, eh?
Voila!
You know, I think I've finally got this thing figured out. It all has to do with the eyes. As you can see, Richard Dean has brown eyes. Unlike my baby blues.
That is not a rational argument for what we're dealing with here.
So as you can see from all of the evidence that I've presented, there's no way that anyone should ever mistake me for this MacGyver.
Hold it. Stay right there.
What? Hey, hang on, man. I'm not who you think I am. It's been a mistake.
I wouldn't.
Let me show you my driver's license.
I said don't move.
Look, man, if I was this MacGyver, don't you think I'd have some duct tape? Look, do I look like the kind of guy that can build an atomic bomb with a bobby pin? Think about it. You know, man, I've got this great idea. Why don't we grow mustaches and go do a totally new TV show?
Ernest Pratt has a moral code all his own. It's about as wide as the Mississippi compared to legends. But if I know a woman is married...
Well, who cares? If this sort of thing gets out, the truth isn't important. It's the public perception that counts. You know that.
Will you listen to yourself?
You know, if no one ever mistakes me for this guy again, it will be too soon.
Hey, aren't you that guy on television?
Are you that guy on TV?
Hey, MacGyver, what's up? Excuse me, do you know...
Hey, don't call me MacGyver. I don't look anything like the guy.
Well, who the hell's MacGyver? I just want to know the time.
Spencer, you're a genius.